Hey guys, welcome into the channel. We are checking out Overhyped Studios' latest devlog 136 Smaller Things on Battle Brothers. Yes. Anyways, besides being excited about this, I haven't fully read it through yet. I skimmed over it, and this is going to be little things, a big package, right? At least that's how they're unveiling it to us. I just want to thank Overhyped Studios for all the work that they're doing. Of course, a little bit of a suck-up. I know. It is what it is, guys. But if you do want to see my thoughts and opinions, or hear it, rather, it will be in the description below. Everything's going to be kind of time-stamped if you want to learn about new banners or you missed something. Of course, you can check it out there. So why don't we dive right on into it and figure out what's going on. The next update to Battle Brothers will introduce not just a major new gameplay feature, not just major new gameplay features, many of which we've already talked about, but will also include countless smaller additions and improvements. This week, we're taking a look at some of those. Let's get started. That's a big deal, folks. That could mean a lot more smaller things. I'm sure it will. New banners. Naturally, the Blazing Deserts DLC will come with several new banners to pick for your mercenary company. They'll all sport Southern look that are a good fit for the Southern theme playthrough. My favorite color, green, gold. So good. Gets me all riled up. And this bad boy here. Oh yeah. Alright, we'll also have a supporter edition again for those who wanted to support us in developing Battle Brothers above and beyond. As a thank you, we'll get you a unique Southern banner with some extra bling on this. Oh yeah. Don't make it weird, folks. This is hot. Moving on, ambitions. The next update will include some rebalancing on currently available ambitions, but the upcoming DLC will add a bunch of new ones. Many of these new ambitions are tailored to specific playstyles. For example, perhaps you're more of into trading. There's a new ambition coming, or for becoming a master trader. Or perhaps you're into banditry, robbing caravans. We've got you covered. Because unlocking additional slots for your retinue of non-combat followers requires your renown, the system was slightly revised since we last talked about it. These new ambitions also help out with more specialized playstyles with previously had a harder time accumulating renown. That's a big deal. We'll go over that in a bit. When picking ambitions, it's obviously helpful to know beforehand what exactly is asked of you and what your reward is going to be in order to make an informed choice of your company's next steps. That's why the ambition selection now includes a new detailed tooltip showing exactly that. Very, very cool. As shown right here, of course, shows your reward and probably gives you more information here than normal. Besides that, more reactivity. This is sweet. This is one of the last things I looked at. Really had more of an in-depth. I had to read it a few times to really kind of give up my thoughts and opinions on this because this will be interesting. So more reactivity. In an effort to bring more reactivity to the world of Battle Brothers, we've added a few more ways to interact with parties on the world map. For example, if you happen to come upon a caravan that's being attacked and you rescue them, they'll now properly thank you and often provide you with some kind of reward. As they tell their story of you, how you saved them to others, your relations with settlements will improve this way. Very cool. Farmers traveling between settlements to sell their produce on local markets may now also offer it to you. That's convenient for farmers as they don't have to travel all the way to the next settlement, but can return early to their loved ones, and it may be more convenient for you as it is way cheaper to get supplies on the road. Of course, you can also decide to take it from the farmers by force. After all, what are they going to do about it? Against a company of armed men? Are you kidding me? Yeah, right. That's crazy. But I do want to get into this in a bit. I have some real thoughts here. Trade. The Blazing Deserts DLC will introduce several new trade goods produced only under the blistering heat of the southern sun, such as silk, incense, and spices. But previously, the prices of trade goods were affected only by the size of the settlement and whether it produced good or trade good itself. It's now also a matter of how far away the trade good is produced. Thank you. Oh, that's huge. I actually haven't read that, so that's a big deal. Southern trade goods, such as spices, will earn you a higher profit up north, where such goods are not commonly available. Conversely, southern or northern trade goods, like thick furs, will earn you a higher profit in the south, where even a bear pelt is valuable curiosity. All this makes trading across the continent and across larger distance more profitable. Okay, so there's some real big things to dissect here. Number one, kind of the banners. We're going to get into this just a little bit. I'll just kind of wing through this because this isn't the biggest thing in here. I highly suggest anybody who plays this game, I believe the other supporter pack that you can buy, I think it's $20 or $19.99. Either way, $20, right? You can pay for that, and you get yourself a legendary helm called the Fangshire, if I'm correct, and it gives you night vision, essentially. Whoever wears it, they can shoot or throw axes or spears in the dark, and there's no debuff because of the darkness, which is, in all honesty, it's amazing. It's an amazing helm. Highly suggest that. So even like this banner, it may not do anything special, but that is beautiful either way. I know without a doubt I'd pay for it. I bought multiple people this game. I bought my brother this game. I support this game. It's an amazing game. The people who make this game in our Overhyped Studios in itself, highly suggest supporting them. This is like, in my opinion, not just being my favorite game of all time, and it has created such amazing moments for me that, you know, everything has a feel to it, and I can't wait to dive in with these banners and stuff and in the southern culture and whatnot and really put it all together. They've captured a lot of that stuff with the north and with just the normal kingdoms, so bravo to them. Awesome job on your guys' whoever's doing the artwork. I'm gonna have to look into it, give a shout out to them. Awesome job, guys. So there's that. Now let's get into the ambitions. The ambitions is this is not a small thing. This is not a small thing. It's absolutely incredibly big. This is game changing. These are things that you add to a game with the premise of so many other, like a greater, I don't know how to explain this. It's like a flower, right? You know it's beautiful. You may know what kind of flower it is. You might know whatever. You might have seen a picture online, right? But when you actually see this thing bloom, it's way better than you expected, right? So, and it comes with a smell that you've never smelled before. And this is, to me, the game itself has already budded. I just slammed my finger against the desk here with my ring. Anyways, the game is budded. This is the smell. What you're getting is the smell, and it adds a whole nother flavor to this game. This whole thing. There is so many things where when you're playing the game, you're missing an element, like, for instance, right here. Let's get into the banditry and robbing caravans. Okay, so, you know, we all know playing as a not a northern raider, as a barbarian. You're barbarian for a small amount of time. Unless you want to really play it out, you can constantly pick on a house, and they come at you, and it's whatever. You know, you have the forest that can handle it. Yeah, I mean, that's fine and all, but what we needed a something that was unique to that playstyle. Something unique that maybe it makes people fear you more. You know, maybe it's something where there is... I don't know. I don't know what they're going to add to that exactly. They didn't really go into depth in that, but the fact that you can start doing that type of lifestyle in-game and it pay off, and it can be a late game thing where you're still a mercenary per se, but you are truly a bandit. I'm here for the crowns, but I'm also here for my own whatever it is, you know. Maybe you're recognized by other bandits in the game where they respect you, they won't attack you, or they're willing to trade with you. You know, that to me would be just sick. Like, sick in the best way possible. And then here's one of my biggest things. Anybody who watches my playthroughs knows I'm a very frugal player. I hoard my money. Right now in our Greater Malice series, I have almost 300,000 crowns, and almost up until 200,000 crowns, I was not wanting to buy anything, okay? But I'm all about the trade. You know, I'm about what is my best price? Where can I buy it at its best price? Where can I sell it at the best price? And I've literally not sold something because of 1 crown. It truly is ridiculous. But if you wanted to play it out where you are a master trader, there you have it. You are a trade master, and it's I don't know what all entails, but it's going to curve the game in that way. So maybe it shouldn't be Battle Brothers. Well, it should be Battle Brothers, but Mercenary Group, you start slipping away from that a little bit. That's still fine. I just love that, you know, you have a role in the world. It's not just rinse and repeat, take a contract, kill something. All right, we advanced, right? So let's kind of look at this though real quick. Looking at the picture, your task, gather amount of 2,000 crowns or more. This is your basic battle standard, just going, everybody gets this quest. You get it within, I don't know, 20 days, somewhere in there, you start getting this quest. So there is that. But right here, your reward. You'll be rewarded unique item that that grants anyone near the wearer an additional resolve. Your renown will be increased. That means higher pay for your contracts and potentially unlocking new types of contracts. So it's more detail. I love that they're giving you what the reward is, because before you really don't, simply put, you just don't have that. You don't have what's the priority behind what you're doing, besides just renown, where people respect you. I always thought when you have a thief in your group, right? Thieves are awesome with their defense, and if you get the stars in the right spot, thieves have this. The moon is the limit, right? So my point with that is, when you have enough renown, company, like different houses that are looking for that thief, you can just be like, you know, show your shiny sword and your banner and be like, hey, look at me, and they would turn tail, run away. Whereas early in the game, no, that wouldn't actually work. They just kill you. And that's really where I would be like, man, if I'm gonna have thieves, if I'm gonna have these guys killer on the run or whatever it is, I need to get my renown really high. And a lot of times I would be deterred to get those characters because of that. Now this is saying pretty much that you have with all these, you're gonna get an idea of what the rewards are gonna be, but more importantly, there's more goals that will offset. As far as I'm understanding this, there will be more goals that could offset some of the negative things up until you have a high renown, and that's again curving your band of men to what you want to play as. Let's see, your handful exactly what you're asking for, reward, blah blah blah. The ambition includes a detailed tooltip, which we can see right here. So that's it's a lot. This is a big deal. I still think it's a big deal. The worst case scenario for this is that it's more bland. It just tells you the stuff that we veterans already knew, and that would be kind of disappointing. But I'm pretty sure with your retinue, that should change a lot of your gameplay. So I'm gonna hold off any more than that. Just kind of shutting the box on what that could be. But I still think this is not something small. I really think it's gonna change the way that people play Battle Brothers. More reactivity. Now, this is the thing that really got me probably the most reading through this. So again, it's not small. We're looking at something where when you encounter something, you know, the people will actually thank you. So a caravan going from point A to point B gets attacked. When they get to point B, they tell everybody about it, so that town has some sort of liking to you. If you ever go to your relationships and you go to a certain town, you can see what quests you've done for them, and it tells you how much of it doesn't tell you exactly how much of an increase, but you can see that there's been a steady increase in that area. So it's kind of cool. You're going to go to a town and you're going to see, hey, caravans came here and was talking the whatever about you, and you go to a tavern for instance, I'm sure they're going to talk about you in the tavern. It's a cool little thing, but the main thing here is like down here. This is only one example, guys. This is one example. Farmers traveling to another settlement. They're trying to sell their produce. How many times have you been playing this game and you needed food? You're on a terrible quest out in the middle of I'm gonna be careful what I say there. You're going out in the middle of nowhere. I'll just say that. I'm sure you can put some flavored text over there. But you're going out in the middle of nowhere. Farmers running around. It is so nice to be able to go to them, get a cheaper price, get some food, get back out in the wilderness, and get that whatever you're looking for, or finish that quest. However, this is beautiful. If you've been playing this game for a long time, I'm pretty sure y'all can be with me on this. After all, okay, let me start here. Of course, let's just go right here. I'm going to highlight the text there. Of course, you can also decide to take it from the farmers by force. After all, what are they going to do about it against a company of armed men? All right. If you played the game long enough, you know that it's not always going to work out that way. I guarantee you it'll be a setup. It'll be an ambush. It'll be like a, I don't know, 20% chance where something horrible goes wrong. I can totally see it being baited. And the worst part is even if you kill these guys, let's say that it was a setup. It's like a Trojan horse, essentially. Imagine if it was a setup where a noble house was watching over these people just to catch the bandit on the road, and you were accidentally the person to attack them, right? That house would not only not like you, but so would that town, of course, that the men were coming from. So just remember that. I highly doubt it's just gonna be, yeah, take it by force. What's the worst that can happen? Anybody who ever says to you, what's the worst that can happen? The worst can happen, I promise you. And finally, for trading, this just adds more flavor. If you want to be a trade master, boom, there you have. Oh, let's not highlight that. But simply put, anything in the south is going to be valued more in the north, and anything in the north can be more valuable in the south. The trading, the farther, it also mentions that the farther away trade goods are. So, like, if you have a town that's far away from another town that has nothing, you know, the radius. How far away something is from something else can determine, of course, your trading. I think that's fantastic. Of course, when you're trading across the map, you have caravans. You don't have a caravan just to go 2 miles up the road. No. You want to have it for long distance things. So I think, little or not, this is absolutely incredible. So, yeah, that's really my thoughts and opinions on it. There wasn't a lot down here that I can really talk about except for, you know, really cool. I do love that they added these, and it does all the colors and stuff, all the different things we're seeing here. It just kind of fits the mold of all the pictures and such. So very excited to see what happens next, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Any thoughts, opinions, theories. I'm all about it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.